Hi everyone, we're 732 Recruit. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
We are back with Shogun, episode 3, titled Tomorrow is Tomorrow. Now, I'm very excited for this because last episode ended on
Clearly a very deep meaning.
There is a deep meaning, but I'm very excited to see what's going on because as of last episode, we had a very exciting end, and it seems things are finally starting to get a little bit more, action in terms of actual scene fighting and whatnot.
Sure, it's definitely building to a boiling point, and I'm sure the line is going to be like, tomorrow's fucking tomorrow, dude. Like, shit's going down tomorrow.
I thought tomorrow's tomorrow would be more of like a we'll deal with that tomorrow type of thing. Like, tomorrow is tomorrow.
Sure, like shit's gonna go out down tomorrow, whether we do anything or not. So, like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, I'm very excited to find out what's going on. As this is a historical piece, I'm very excited to see which way these fights go. Obviously, looking forward to hopefully some samurai wars soon.
I'm sure heads will roll. I'm sure.
We've already seen heads roll, but we're just gonna jump right into this one. So thank you for joining us. We're starting in 3, 2, 1.
阿弥陀島について何かご存知か。
奴らは忍びにございましょう。阿弥陀仏に厳格な誓いを立てておるそうで、貴殿は拙者の首をお望みとお見受けいたす。ならば結構。
その方はわしにとって頼もしき味方ではなかったかの。それとも石堂殿に毒されてしまうたかの。どのような褒美をちらつかせたのじゃ。
虎長様の代わりに大老にしてやると。
その方は何が望みじゃ。
駿河の国にございまする。領地を広げとうござる。
あの資格は安心を討つために送られてきたのじゃ。安心と桐の身を守るため網代にあるそなたの漁村に連れ帰ってもらいたい。さすれば駿河を信ぜよう。
Woohoo! Fucking gorgeous.
I think it's also just like the way they speak in those scenes is just tense.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
well, they're also
like it's like, well, but it's like it's such a serious. It's not a whisper either. It's just like such a particular like volume.
Each word carries weight.
The winds of war blow away the Zen garden. I like that.
Toranaga has come to better understand the great profits being made from our monopoly over the China trade.
We bring the profits. We dictate terms.
And we are here at their pleasure.
Captain, you forget yourself. And you forget I don't work for the church. I work for the crown. Let it be known, the black ship sails tonight.
We leave without clearance. We don't get invited back.
This warlock here, he aims to bleed me to release the foulness from my blood.
I'm not familiar with this warlock, but I can assure you this man is a doctor who cares for the sick and injured.
What's been said about the assassin?
She had served as a palace maid for years, sometimes their whole lives for a single kill.
固くなに凝り固まっておるわ。おそらくこの御陣にいるようなのは医者ではない女子じゃ。
My God, what did he say? What did the warlock say?
Since you are so upset, the doctor suggests we send a woman to pillow with you instead.
If it's not a warlock, he's most certainly a pimp.
行き先はどちらにござりまする？
虎長様の家来衆と共に網代へ戻るのじゃ。
何をそのようなことに？
そなたが心得ずともよい。
Oh, that's her husband and baby.
Fuck, dude.
二人のお骨だけでも下げ渡していただき。
Fuck.
かわいそうなことをした。だが二人が死んだのは大義ある戦いのため。今度はお前の番じゃ。
Are they gonna turn into an assassin or something?
Seems like it.
Oh, look at those fucking outfits. I love it.
母上、行かないでくださりませ。いただくのじゃ。
お前はまだ父離れできんのか。中に戻るのじゃ。何者かが門にこちらに向かっておりまする。
Yay.
Oh, and they got their stuff on.
キリの方は人自体ござりません。頭を下げ許しをこう言われもござらん。出入りは勝手。
やんごとなきお方のご出立は前日までにお知らせいただく手はずとなっておる。見送りの都合もありゆえな。
灰色氏は門より中に入ってはならぬ。
まだ初陣も飾れぬ分際で思い上がるのも甚だしい若造が。
ここで戦を始めても構いませぬぞ。
キリの方。
我が殿が大坂には資格が多すぎるとおっしゃる。
その件につきましてはそれがしも同じ気持ちでござる。
Oh, baby time.
Oh, who's that?
Was that Toranaga?
Why would Toranaga be in a dress?
To sneak out?
変わりなきようじゃ。
Huh?
To sneak out?
No.
わしは虎長に忠義立てをせねばならぬ立場。ご子に伝えてくれ。必ず約束を果たすと。
Playing both sides, so I always come out on top.
Yeah.
ご苦労でございました。
Yep, there she is.
There she remains.
My lord is famous for his trickery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a hostage, he learned one truth: that enemies are everywhere and friends nowhere. To show your true heart is to risk your life.
That's why Ishido wanted to check and pay respects.
ご一行、一応にお顔を改めさせていただく。
No one's going to stop him.
ごめん。
No one's going to stop him.
This is unacceptable. Peering into ladies' private quarters? It's not proper! Worse than that, it's vulgar! Unholy perversion!
ここは日の本じゃ。
Am I the only man present who treasures the purity of a woman? No! Woman's virtue is our glory!
I fucking love Chop Laughter again.
You, sir, are a silly little man! And your hair looks like the tail of a pony!
Buffoonery. Toranaga's definitely like giggling.
Do you think she's gonna respect the hell out of him for that one? I think
he just risked his life.
I think she's gonna ask him. They don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know.
That's why he was like, they don't know. No one's gonna stop him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, no one's going to stop him. Aha! I get to be vulgar.
Englishman.
You bastards!
The original Australian.
Dude, he's fucking awesome, man. He's so good.
Is it true what you said about the purity of women in your country?
Yeah.
Christ, no. Bowels, slatterns, and trot everywhere in London.
We think pillowing is necessary to good health. In fact, some say the moment of the clouds and the rain is as near to heaven as they can get.
The moment of clouds and the rain.
Your friends called him Buntaro. He's a strong and admired warrior.
Not a good husband.
Do you have children?
Yes.
What are they like?
Oh!
Arrows.
Is it Ishiro-sama?
So it's not Ishido.
No, I do not think so.
Christians again.
Yes.
Oh, I think it's that one. Not the fire, guys. Homie's roasting.
Kiyama.
Thank you, Mikey. Father.
Woo! Yo, her husband's getting some kills.
We got some snipers out here.
He's a feared and admired honor soldier, remember? Yeah, it is a Christian, holy shit. Oh, he's there himself?
Yeah.
Damn, the blades look sick in the firelight.
Ah, this is so good.
Oh, fuck.
It's Toranaga, bro. You're not gonna fight him.
Back to back, let's go.
Is that his son behind him, too?
I think so.
And Mariko, woo!
Yo, is Mariko gonna get a body count?
Yeah, she got 2 already. 3?
I was kind of hoping John Blackthorne was just going to start slinging insults.
4?
Yeah, Mariko is apparently a fucking sav.
今後はこのようなことが起きる前にご計画を教えていただきたいものでございます。
The underlined before. Who's sniping behind him?
Her husband.
All right, this episode though. What we've been waiting for.
Everyone's killing everybody.
I love it.
You think I'm friendless?
Is it his friend?
The
One he saved?
Maybe.
Together out of Majidum. Is that what I think it is?
Black ship?
The Portuguese black ship.
Are they gonna steal the black ship?
Dude, that would be amazing. Yikes, bro.
Oh, fuck, dude. Sad.
He's not gonna die on the dock, is he?
Yes.
Oh, the order has been given. This man's a savage. Oh no.
Till his last breath for his lord.
I also really appreciate that it wasn't like a one at a time kind of fight there, you know?
Oh.
Holy fuck, dude.
God, I hated this man, but respect.
Oh, man.
True samurai. Oh. And he charges. Oh my god.
Holy fuck, dude.
I hate a man, but you have to respect him.
God, I bet he wishes he had his cannons.
Oh, fuck. See all the boats?
Mm-hmm.
Do they fish at night here?
Oh, it's the Christians.
It's blockaded.
Yep.
Yep.
But they can't sink her.
Yeah, they're gonna steal it. With the million ducats. Yeah! Let's go!
How's your leg?
Fine. How's your mother?
Dead!
He requests an escort through the harbor.
黒船が我らの船を護衛してくれるなら大阪港からの出港許可を与えよう
He's giving clearance for the black ship to leave Osaka.
Thank him for permission I don't need, but the price just went up.
Just stab the captain, dude.
黒船がマカオを出るときにわしのために1万銀テールを運びそれをキート貿易に投資してもらう我が国元の江戸にキリシタン教会の建設を許す
Huh.
He's giving us a church in Edo.
その代わり大老の木山と大野の件についてわしを助けてもらいたいその方らで木山と大野を解くわし側に使う
He asks us to turn the Christian lords in his favor.
That is bribery. You could suggest such an idea. Prayerfully, of course.
God, it's so corrupt.
There is just one more thing. That English pilot, he stays behind.
No.
He never claimed to be a merchant.
He knows. He knows his intentions.
The black ship will bring us out of Osaka. But you must stay.
Huh?
Sorry.
Fuck this. Captain Sama, sound the drums.
Were they just leaving all of those guys behind?
I think the ship was gonna take them out of Osaka, like the Portuguese black ship.
Yeah.
And I think this ship was just gonna kind of hang
Get
out.
fucked.
Hayaki! Misairo!
How fast can that bitch go, Rodriguez? You black-eyed son of a shit-fested whore! Your lips are on the devil's arse!
Not even this, son of a bitch.
You get any closer, sink him!
With pleasure, Captain.
He didn't go all the way across the world just to
Bro, I know.
5 points to port.
And he's just riding in their shadow.
That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, you don't want to be in a rowboat in front of him.
My my sincerest gratitude. My sincerest rock yourself. Rodriguez, they'll never keep me here.
What is it?
I think there's like a reef that's gonna get him stuck. It's got to be rocks.
I just think me or let me pass, but make up your fucking mind.
Yeah, it's rocks. Holy shit.
It's like a cove, I guess, right?
Yeah.
By Christ, blood Captain Sama.
The Japanese love him.
That's a debt repaid.
For saving him in the water.
あの番地は法にのっとった上で処刑いたすと我ら一同合意したはず。
それがしが捕らえておった万人を虎長がかっさらっており、貴殿は何も手を。
虎長様より遺憾ながら一身上の都合にて大老職を辞すると決めたよし。皆様方にお伝えせよと申し使ってまいりました。
4対0で虎長を断罪いたすまで。
評決は5人の大老において決すべしとお定めに。4人様しかおいでになりません。
Holy chest, now you can't do anything.
Yeah. Toranaga is the G.
Ooh.
お前はいつになったらわかるのじゃ。敵も味方も駆け引き次第。この世で頼むべきは己のみぞ。
Good line. Good line. Great line.
Told his son that though.
I mean,
that's all everyone has said. No one's been like, yeah, my friend. They're all like, it's don't trust anybody, dude.
Mariko's single.
Convenient.
Laying is good for your health.
Last night you asked about my daughter. The truth is, I've never met her. I left England before she was born.
You serve your lords honorably.
I have no lords. I left of my own accord.
大阪では世話になったと安心に伝えてくれ。
Goddamn right.
これは海賊行為の証じゃと言うておった。
They prove you are a pirate.
これを訳させるには手間がかかるようじゃ。安心には一つの隊を鍛え、偉人の戦法を仕込んでもらいたい。そなたの船の武器を用いてな。
Tell him it would be a great honor.
謹んでお引き受けすると申しておりまする。
All I ask for in exchange is the return of my men and my ship.
仲間の名乗りと。
安心もこれより家臣。
Ooh, he's a vassal.
いつまでも万人扱いするわけにもいくまい。よって安心を旗本に。
Hatamoto. Hatamoto.
Which is a very great honor.
What does that mean?
I think we're gonna get it explained because he's gonna ask eventually. That was the right time to say thank you in Japanese. Oh, can't he not swim?
No, they can swim. That guy was up against the rocks.
My lord would like you to teach him how to dive.
Observational learner.
Again.
And again.
Cannonball. 360. What is he? Is he trying to make him realize something?
There it is. Tomorrow's tomorrow.
He just wants to learn how to swim. Yeah! Toranaga.
My lord would like to race you to the shore. But I want you not to let him win. My lord hates that.
Respect thing?
Well, it's his vassal now.
Yeah, I think it's like a bonding experience kind of thing, right? Like,
I think it's just Toranaga being Toranaga.
That was great.
Well, I think he was testing him.
Yeah.
That was great. That was really
like,
good.
Jump when I tell you to jump.
Yeah.
Plus, he also indirectly acknowledged, like, he fucking saved his life.
That was an amazing. Every episode has been amazing.
Dude, I love this show so much.
That's
great.
This is like, and the best part is it's just been like, yeah, you know,
it's ramping up.
Yeah,
especially
dude, I fucking love John motherfucking Black.
Don't you mean Hatamoto?
I don't do Halloween costumes, but
You're gonna be John Blackthorne.
I'm just gonna get a white T-shirt and write his name on it and just be like, "You cock teasing." I don't even know. He's so good.
Shit-lipped whore.
You rat mangling, cat dragging, sewer dwelling wench.
You're having too much fun with that.
Bro, he's just, dude, he's awesome.
Demonized on YouTube for too many curse words.
It was just a really good episode from start to finish.
Dude, I just love that they keep ramping up and still every episode is good. There's slow parts, sure, but like no, there's no slow episode. We're only 3 in, but there's no slow episode.
And like I said, most of the dialogue, other than John Blackthorne, is like, oh yeah, no, this is a very serious thing, and we're talking very seriously, and lives are at risk, and things are going to change.
And he's like, bollocks.
And then John Blackthorne's like, beep, 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 beep.
But it's so funny because they like adds like I just can't get over it. It makes me feel so like there's just a power to it.
You're like waiting for them to pull swords on each other
And
the
a lot of
entire
guys
time.
have agreed. He's like Tom Hardy. He's just straight up Tom Hardy. He's like a Tom Hardy.
We said Tom Hardy and who
Russell
else?
Crowe.
Yeah, I said Tom Hardy.
No, the
He's like,
voice.
no, it's Russell Crowe.
The voice is exactly like Russell Crowe.
No, I don't know.
Tom Hardy doesn't sound like that and everything.
Yeah, fair.
Russell Crowe sounds like that and everything.
This is an interesting episode. We learned that obviously the person who attempted the assassination last episode was known as an Amida, which is a Buddhist type of assassin, following the Buddhist Amida as well, which is I think the name of the Buddhist.
And they said they're the most expensive
because they dedicate their entire life to being undercover just to blow it for 1 second.
Fucking imagine that shit.
Which means they're probably some secret cult or group of religious sect that's their main goal is fulfill mission and go to eternity, or reincarnation or whatever.
That's wild.
That was wild. Now we learned that Yabushige, our boy, what he really wants more than anything is somebody to guarantee him the Suruya province.
He's given the vibe that he doesn't want to play.
He's playing both sides.
But I'm getting the vibe that he does not want to play at like the tier 1 politics. He's fine with like fiefdom, like power grabs.
As long as he gets some power.
Yes, yeah.
Because he doesn't want his throat cut. He said that. He's like, I need my head to roll. He goes, if I took your spot, I'd lose my head. He goes, I'm okay, just double the size of my fief, and I'm good, dude.
Mm-hmm. But then he also, man, he's such a little conniving motherfucker, isn't he?
But that's like his role.
He's talking to the other guy, like, just make sure your Lord knows I keep my promises. Wink.
But that's the thing. I think Toranaga like knows that's who he is, and he's going to keep doing that. And it's work. He's planning for. Like,
yeah.
He's expecting that. He's just like, yeah, he's going to like betray me, but it's going to work out.
And is it what's the other lord?
Ishido?
Ishido, I'm sorry, you're right. It's Ishido. So Toranaga and Ishido both are aware that he's playing both sides, and they're playing him while he plays them. And I think they're both perfectly okay with what he's doing as long as it benefits them.
I don't think Ishido thought he was playing both sides. I think Ishido thought initially that he was trying to keep his own head on his shoulders and was seeking like a way out, and that's pretty much what he was offering.
But he's also in a world of honor, and he swore an oath, so he must follow that oath, because if he breaks that oath, the next lord that he's
given. Yes, but now Ishido already thinks he betrayed him anyways.
But the whole big thing was that he said to the one samurai that was from Ishido was, he's like, I'm serving my lord because I swore an oath, so that makes sure your lord remembers that when my lord is dead.
Yes, yeah. But then literally in the next scene, he's betraying Ishido, even though he had no knowledge that Toranaga was there. True. But that's how it's seen. Like he would have known, and he didn't say anything.
Let's talk about that great thing. So we learned in this episode that Toranaga is a big trickster. Didn't think about that, but it's pretty funny.
He's been a trickster in every episode.
He changed rooms. That was a trick.
Dude's cunning.
In the first episode, the tricky thing he did was he was like, oh, the mother of this wants to be, or soon to be king. Like, oh yeah, she's just hanging out in my castle under heavy guard. Like, whatever, dude.
Hi, man.
Yeah. This one,
it's uncertain times.
He switches with his wife. Ishido shows up to inspect personally, and then after he inspects everything, he does it. And then we have the great Blackthorne, rant of, purity, purity,
absolute quality,
great quality rant. That was great, especially because
It was outstanding.
I think Mariko obviously thinks he's being serious, so she gets a little bit of respect for him, even though he wasn't being serious. But then he comes out and says that, you know,
He's like, Christ, no.
he's like, no. She's like,
Dude, but it was so funny because it reminded me of like there was an intruder in someone's home and John Blackthorne was a dog and he's like, wait, what's going on? Who's that? I don't know, a stranger. And then he just started barking. It's just going rabid. But it was awesome.
Must offend him.
Yeah.
Speaking of Toranaga, he formerly resigned from being a consulate the exact region. Thank you,
dude.
Which as a result,
he literally
the law states need 5 to vote.
He's like, tee,
and he's like, I can't. Nope, you guys can't vote. You guys can't pass any laws. You guys can't make any decisions until you elect a new one. And guess what? You can't elect a new one because you can't vote on that. Because there's only 4 of you.
So first you have to sign somebody new in, which is so stupid.
I love it, and I love how he sent his best friend to deliver the message. His best friend was
his best friend.
Yeah,
like a grin on his face.
Sure that doesn't mean he's gonna.
No, he's not gonna.
I think there's respect for him.
They don't hurt messengers there. They're not supposed to.
It's a loyalty.
It's a bureaucracy. They're not gonna hurt him. But when he delivered the message, he had a grin like the entire time he's talking. I was like,
I'm so sorry to inform all of you. Really sorry again, guys.
I also, we had Mariko, had a great scene. We saw all the samurai in the great scene during that one scene. She killed like 5 or 6 guys.
Dude, and Mariko's husband, absolute G unit.
She only had the one good thing to say about him was that he was like,
warrior.
A fucking warrior.
And we saw that to the end. He was a warrior. And then when Toranaga saw him, he was like, and instead of doing, seppuku, he went out just fighting a great samurai death.
Well, there was no reason to seppuku himself.
And he may be a terrible husband, but he is a good warrior. We know he
might have been an average husband at times. I'm not familiar.
He's a bad husband in the sense of how we stand for like how he treats his wife, but that might be that might be a cultural thing that they did back then. Or he may have we thought, he was jealous of the fact that his wife was in the...
I mean, to be fair, at the same time in America, the Salem witch trials is going on like shortly thereafter this period. So the Salem witch trials, the kids weren't treated well and the wives weren't treating well either. So it's just being a woman in old times. It's rough.
Who thinks that Mariko and John Blackthorne are going to get together?
Absolutely.
Yep.
There's no doubt.
Especially if they talk about laying together.
That was kind of like implied last episode, but then it's like, oh, hey, the husband's dead. And it's like...
the laying together thing makes sense, especially they might do it before a battle or something.
Yeah, like how he has a gaping wound and he's like, ow, ow, ow. He's like, man, this guy's a pussy. He's way too tense. He needs to get laid. But she took it literally. She's like, the doctor says you need to get laid.
Should I send in a man or a woman?
I like how he's like,
should I send in a woman? And he's like, what do you mean? Is he a pimp? She's like, do you want a man?
He's like, Jesus Christ.
And he's not just talking about that he's a doctor. He's like, what is this warlock saying?
Yeah. I like how they call him a warlock.
Like, our doctor is saying this. What's the warlock saying? Our doctor thinks you need antibiotics. What's the warlock
used to remember nothing.
Is he gonna bloodlet me?
He never speaks that softly. He shout acting.
He's like, what is the warlock saying about? It's great.
I just love that because Mariko was like, fucking bloodletting? What? What fucking
shit like, shit is that? Sure, the warlock or whatever that means.
So he's a doctor. He's gonna heal you.
In this episode, also, he has been promoted. John Blackthorne. He is
from prisoner to vassal.
No, he's no longer.
He's now Hakuna Matata.
He's no longer a barbarian. He's Hatamoto.
What's his name?
That's his name, which probably means something, obviously. But
he's clearly a great warrior. Of history.
I hope it just means like hothead. I want to like really loud or something.
I want to just like compare the fact that when they vassalize, when they get adopted into the Christian faith, they get Christianized names like Lady Mariko is Maria, and now he has been the opposite. He's been accepted into the Shogun beliefs, the warrior samurai beliefs, and now he is Hatamoto.
That makes him a lord, though, right?
He is.
I think he's more like a knighthood, if anything.
Yeah, he's a samurai now.
Oh, yes, sure.
He might be like a But
John Blackthorne's gonna have fucking samurai on.
Well, that's the thing. They just put him in charge of teaching the. I keep wanting to say Tokugawa. His son and his
to become pirates. He's like, hey, can you train my guys to become pirates?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, he is a knight. They were like, hey, you're a knight now. Go teach my men how to fight.
Speaking of boat scene, because you talk about the that part. His idea to steal the ship or commandeer it was great, especially because technically, because technically Toranaga is still elite charge of foreign exporting and whatnot, so he can give the okay to leave. But there's a whole
like John Blackthorne was like, let's go steal the ship, and Toranaga's like, I will negotiate us getting through.
But then once he isn't allowed on the ship, he manages to finagle his own way out.
He's like, I'm going
via the sailors that he met in the episode where he saved the captain. That episode specifically, if you remember, was the guy who was about to go overboard, and he grabbed him and ripped him back over.
Yep.
And he taught them how to roll, and kept them morale, and he commandeered piloted. He saved them. And so they obviously have his respect eternal for that. And it's amazing to see that, because they do something crazy, which is go out.
Yeah, they risked the boat and their lives going that close to the rocks.
And then we see Rodriguez be, not the worst human being ever.
Because his captain straight up said, like, ram him into the rocks.
He gave out, he was like, you saved me, I'll save you. There you go, I'll let you win. And it's, it's kind of nice to see that little bit of a friendship, because, you could tell that between them, they're just pilots doing their jobs. Whereas, John Blackthorne obviously is coming in, as a rival to the Portuguese being English sailor.
Yes.
But as pilots, they have mutual respect, especially he saved them in that scene.
After that scene with Rodriguez being like, one for one, all I can see is like there's going to be a naval battle in the future, and they're both going to be on opposite sides. Rodriguez's ship's going to get blown up. He's going to be like dying, and John Blackthorne's going to bring him up and be like, no, we could save you. He's like, it's okay, engine. Good times. And he's just going to die. We're going to be like, no.
And then he's going to open his eyes one last time. Your mother's still a whore.
I'll kiss her when I see
She'll get the last insult.
I love that. I love having the rival pilots too.
Yes, and rival insult slingers as well.
I don't have anything else to add to the system.
Yeah, no, so great, dude. Really good.
Now, we're so happy we started this. Now, if you do enjoy our content, make sure you check out our Patreon, which does feature full-length reactions to this series and many others, as well as polls for movie placements, as well as TV replacements, so you can help figure out what we're going to watch. Otherwise, with a to the crew, I am Mikey.
We didn't talk about anything for him. And all I did was fanboy about John Blackthorne.
We talked about all the politics, the church in Ito, the fucking trying to convince the politicians.
Yeah, and him trying to sway the
There's a whole Game of Thrones to talk about.
We'll wipe that back. We'll come back. Okay, back to this. So we had that whole, interesting. Well, that was the agreement. We should discuss a little bit. There was a whole agreement with the Portuguese church where they were like, hey, if you help us out, we'll let you build a church in Ito, which is like the biggest.
And even the church doesn't really think he's making it through this. They're like, we don't have to really honor that much.
But they're also saying that even though if he doesn't make it through it, we still have, the agreement. So we're going to be able to take it, which is a huge thing for them. Obviously, this is probably the capital of his land, and therefore it is such a big deal for them to get in the highest populated city for him. And his little bit back forth was, he's like, maybe if I, pull some strings, maybe you can even sway one of those.
Kiyama or Ono?
I think so. Yeah. And if he sways one of the lords, or even starts infighting among themselves, he weakens them, and therefore he's now the strongest again, because he was the strongest by himself.
He asked for their support instead of Ishido's.
Yes, but even if he only sways one, it's all he needs, or even if he makes one doubt it. Now we got to see Kiyama and Ishido in their samurai gear watching fights. Kind of wish they'd join the fight a little bit, but obviously it's still a bit too soon to see them actually engage in combat. But oh my god, am I stoked to see, because we almost saw it in this episode, a one-on-one fight, like, the duel, like that guy when the son, I think it was Toranaga's son, when they entered and they were going in, and he was like, he's like, you can't, Gray, is it something, Grays can't go past.
Oh, yeah.
They almost fight.
And he was like, yo, chill out, kid. Because, like, you don't want these hands. Bro.
Yeah. And then Grandpa walked up and was like, hey!
Be nice to the nice man in the gray armor, because he's got that fucking dog in him, okay? You don't even want to...
We're all friends here.
And it's interesting to see the different parts of the
was also the only one who knew the actual plan.
Yeah,
that was vibe.
It was also interesting to see the church and Portuguese, government kind of separate, where the church is trying to maintain positive, relations, and the government portion, or the one that worked for the
government, are like, I don't have time for this.
He like he said, serves the interests of the crown.
Right.
Exactly.
And he's like, bro, I got a shit full of fucking money, dude. Like,
we gotta go.
Yeah.
I agree. Now I don't have anything else to add. Do you guys? We touched everything.
Yeah,
no, I'm just excited that they got out of Osaka. Hyped for that.
It seems like we're getting ready for war.
It seems like it's imminently going.
Call the Battle Lords!
And it becomes more, as the plot moves along, it becomes more clear who, as we become more familiar with the characters, what's actually going. In the first episode with everything going on, it was a little confusing to understand who was where, why someone was there. But as this, for lack of better words, this entire dynasty spanning, war because all these different, generations and whatnot, it seems like worth of hatred because they have like their ancestors that are related to like the titles. It seems like there's a lot of, with the Portuguese being there, a lot of introduction of new hatred based on just wealth and amassing, outside power.
You mean it's like splitting the tribes? It's adding more tribes to the already crazy amount of tribes.
Yeah, and
gotcha.
It's wood on the fire.
And and these Christian, one of them is obviously Christian for money. One of them is Christian because of his leprosy. But when it comes down to it, I'm interested to see how their faith splits with their alignments with faith to their Christianity versus faith to their homeland.
Well, honestly, what I see, Toranaga, at some point he's gonna hoodwink somebody to the point where they think they're fighting the right people and they're actually like fighting the wrong people, and like he pretty much forces them to sink their own ship.
I can't wait to see
like something
Ishido,
because the trickery thing is only beginning. Clearly
Ishido and him have to tag. I think it'd be interesting to see Ishido and him tag up, and then
I think
it'd be the Christian lords and then the base that's full of the Bushido.
See, before this episode I would have agreed because I was starting to think like they might actually team up, but now I feel more confident than ever. Like I don't know, it kind of seems like Ishido just fucking hates his guts.
You're not wrong.
A little bit.
Yeah,
you're right.
So
now I don't have anything else to add. Thank you for joining us. We are the 732 Review Crew. I am Mikey.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Mike.
If you do enjoy our content, make sure you check out our Patreon, which features full-length reactions as well as poll tiers to help decide what we're watching for movies and TV shows that replace poll TV shows. Otherwise, make sure you do say hi in the comments. Let us know your favorite part of this, something that you enjoy that's different from the 1970 version or the book version, or something that you think they're doing really well. Otherwise, make sure you also like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Toodles.
Bye.